What up, though, YouTube? This is the legendary Psycho Mike. And what I'm here to talk about today is the NFC North Division. The NFC North Division, on paper, it looked like it could have been really exceptional. But the facts are the NFC North Division was trash. You had three teams that made the NFL playoffs. I had to start with my team first, the Green Bay Packers. You was 1-5 in the division. You used to run the division. Your only win was against the Chicago Bears. That's a goddamn shame. Some people actually have the audacity to say Jordan Love is a one-hit wonder. I don't believe Jordan Love is a one-hit wonder, and I don't believe our wide receiver core is terrible. That's just a lot of BS coming out of a lot of fans' mouths. But y'all soon gonna find out real soon come next year. My Green Bay Packers gonna get back and run in the NFC North. You can book that. Now, I'm not gonna mention the lowly Chicago Bears because they don't even deserve a damn mention in this video. Let's go on to the Minnesota Vikings, a team that shocked a lot of people. For the simple fact, people didn't even believe they was gonna make the playoffs before the season. If you want to know the truth, Sam Darnold played out of his mind for I believe the 10 million that he made in a year. But first signing that man to a big contract, it ain't no point. Because Sam Darnold, basically the last 2 weeks, the regular season finale, he shit the bed against the Detroit Lions. And in the first round of playoffs, he ended up shitting the bed against the LA Rams. You don't pay that man. You don't pay Sam Darnold. You let Sam Darnold walk, and you let another team pay that man, overpay that man. Enough said. Hopefully JJ McCarthy be back and you start him. That's what you do if you. That's what you do if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan. Last and least, my hometown Detroit Lions. Every time I was at work, I had to see a lot of them fair weather Detroit Lions fans have on the Detroit Lions hoodie, the Detroit Lions shirts. Too many of my damn coworkers kept telling me Detroit Lions was gonna win the Super Bowl. And in the back of my mind, always knew they wasn't gonna win a damn thing. The only difference is the Detroit Lions failed quicker than I actually thought. They failed against the Washington Commanders. But just like I told my cousin, I told him the Detroit Lions have never beaten Washington in the playoffs. Before that game happened last night, Detroit Lions was 0-3 against the Washington in the playoffs. Not Detroit Lions 0-4 against Washington in the playoffs. Detroit Lions are the biggest frauds in the NFL, and I'm here to tell you why. Y'all won 15 games. 15 games ain't nothing to sneeze at, granted. But man, majority of the time with teams with 15 games, man, they do not win the Super Bowl. Probably the best record as you win a Super Bowl might be 14-2, might be 13-3. But once you crack that 15 win mark, consider your goose cooked. And that goose was cooked in their house. And people bragged, and like too many Detroit Lions fans bragged about that. and said, "We're at home. We got the loudest fans in the land." And what did that get you? Nothing but a big fat loss. So I'm here to tell everybody right here, right now. You fair weather, you real Detroit Lions fans, I'm putting all y'all in the same boat. Y'all talked the biggest smack, and y'all couldn't back it up. So next year, we already know y'all gonna lose y'all offensive and defensive coordinators because both of them gonna go ahead and likely take head coaching jobs and get paid some good money. So basically, you just gonna have Dan Campbell, your head coach. By their kneecaps, by their ankles. Yeah, that guy. So what you gonna do, Lions? I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna go right back to the bottom of the NFC North division. My Packers will be back in the driver's seat. The Lions, y'all had 2 years to try to win a Super Bowl. Y'all thought this year was your time. You were sadly mistaken. Your best chance, Lions, was last freaking year when you blew the NFC Championship game against the 49ers. That was your best chance, and you failed. Just like this year, you failed. You blew it. Get over it. And as for work last night, remember I said all my coworkers was wearing their Lions hoodie, their Lions shirt, their Lions gear. Only about 3 or 4 of my coworkers stood our business and represented their Detroit Lions. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Most Lions fans are fair weather fans. There's only a handful of Detroit Lions fans that's actually real, legit fans. And you're probably going to ask me, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is they've been with the Lions when the Lions was absolute trash. They've been with the Lions when the Lions was 0-16. Now, mind you, when the Detroit Lions was 0-16, they started that in that preseason, they was 4-0. That part should boggle your mind. But yeah, the Detroit Lions are the biggest frauds in the NFL. They sold y'all a bag of goods, and y'all fell for it, hood, line, and sinker. But that's no here or nor there. This is the legendary Psycho Mike, and I am signing off.